Right, so now I am here in Palmetto, Florida, in the Tampa Bay area, at a Tocobaga mound site. So this is at Emerson Point Reserve, beautiful park, and it has these great Tocobaga burial mounds that date back to around 1200 years ago. So consensus is these were built pretty much up of shellfish, bones, and then eventually became burials. And as they built these and they got larger and larger, they put temples and other type of housing on them. A great way to, one, elevate some of these structures from the flooding, because we're right here on the Manatee River and the bay. And ties in, I mean, if we're looking at some of the pyramids that we looked at in Mexico a few weeks ago, all of them had temples on top. They all had to do with ancestor rituals and channeling the afterlife. So these mounds take on a similar dynamic as they become burial places. They would burn them and then build them up again. I'm thinking if you're burying a lot of shellfish and bones and bodies, these things probably stunk, so they probably torched them and then started over. I mean, this is essentially the Staten Island of burial mounds here. I mean, it is the original landfill, but they come to take on a really spiritual and important purpose. Then you have all these hills, and when they get abandoned eventually and covered up, some of the settlers that came down here set up their own houses. So we actually have debris of some old fireplaces and things like that on top of these mounds from old settler houses, because it kept them at a good elevation so they wouldn't flood. That's just a big deal here. So really cool. Around 800 AD, the Tocobaga. I don't know if these mounds really protect us from hurricanes or not, but they're really cool to look at, and there's a really cool pre-European indigenous history here. So I'm gonna check out some more.